Hey guys, how's it going? Cooper here. So we had a pretty good matchup, random war. It was a little bit lopsided, which allowed us to bully them a little bit on the Town Hall 10 scene. We had 3 Town Hall 11s to their 1 Town Hall 11. But great attacks on both sides. I mean, really fun war to be a part of. And I'm going to show you some of the good ones we had. So we had 2 Town Hall 10 on Town Hall 10 triples. Most of the other ones were bully attacks, and this one was by Papa. He almost had a second one as well. That came down to a 97%. So absolute beast by him this war. He's just going to walk his queen. I mean, every Town Hall 10 attack you see is pretty much going to be a queen walk these days. Got 3-point defense on her, so he's going to have to rage. Poisons that enemy queen, so he limits her DPS. And then you see right there, he opened up his exit for his queen. So she's going to dip into this compartment, pick all of that stuff apart, and then she's going to walk out of there. A really smart job by Papa recognizing that she's going to be, you'll see here, in target of the Inferno Tower for just a second and then come back out. So just recognizing where she's going to walk, when she's going to get targeted by that Inferno Tower, because obviously she won't be able to get healed back up. And he's just going to take on a nice little stroll. And you'll notice with Town Hall 10 attacks, one of the big things is obviously getting certain defenses down. Like, you got an air defense, you got the queen down. But another big thing is making sure your pathing is good. So you have to ensure that you're going to be pathing your loons quickly into those Inferno Towers or hogs if you're using hogs. Because otherwise it can just be devastating. So he's going to get his heroes in here. His king is going to tank a bit for his queen. Going to take this air defense down. So now he's got 2 air defenses. The queen, almost half of his base with 4 healers used and 1 rage. CC's coming out, and he's going to have to rage, phase his queen right there. He meant to get those first loons through that haste spell straight into the Inferno. Unfortunately, he dropped them a little bit too south, so they went this way and are going to path to the cannon, then the AD, and finally the Inferno once the freeze is worn off. But luckily he still has enough juice in the tank, and very good pathing all around. A little bit more out on the rage spell maybe, but enough to get the job done. Hound pops right as that air defense goes down, and he has tons of loon left. Full health queen. Just absolute beast mode by Papa here. So really great attack. Our second one was a bit of a bully, and I have to give pretty much full props to False Icon for this one because he set me up with the idea for the attack. Kind of a standard go-we, mass golems, 6-7 golems. And then I just brought a few back-end hogs, which I believe was his initial plan, but he forgot to bring them or didn't re-request a CC or something. So yeah, basically just going to funnel all these golems in, get a rage on some of these wizards, double poison the CC and heroes, and then jump through. And I mean, you can see air defenses are maxed, point defenses are all Town Hall 9 level, and he has level 1 Infernos. So these wizards are doing work on the sides. You can see cleanup. Made sure to get a couple around the sides. He got without the back end hogs, 97%, I think. So he had just like 1 or 2 defenses up and just couldn't get those down. So you see when these golems were tanking all these point defenses, I slipped 3 hogs in right there. And then once all these got on that golem, I slipped them in, and one of them broke right then, so they kind of retargeted on the hogs, but it was just enough, got that wizard tower down, and then gonna clutch that archer tower just before the last one dies there, last hit and dies. Now there's only one archer tower left, so pretty much game over. Decided to pop my queen a little early, but yep, so shout out to False Icon. Really, I mean, he had the plan and just forgot to bring some of his troops, but made it easy on me just to replicate. After that, we're going to go down to number 9. And so this is one of their 9.5s who has not dropped Infernos yet. So first I'd like to say, one of the things, this is a very impressive attack, but one of the things that facilitates this attack is just a bad base design. I mean, look how easy of a hog this is. He's got one giant bomb spot here, one bad giant bomb spot there, so pretty much maybe one giant bomb, but unlikely because 3 hogs would get rid of it. So you can just hog this whole backside. 4 wizard towers on the way to the queen kill. I mean, that's way too much value to give up for an attack from a defensive perspective. So he's going to handle this base, even though it's a 9.5, which means he has not leveled up his air defenses yet. I don't think he's probably leveled up any defenses, but he's probably built his extra traps. Possibly one of his extra Seeking Air Mines is Sam's. So Heterodyne's just going to walk his queen in here. This army camp is going to give her a nice funnel. This was a cleanup attack, which also helped him out because he knew where everything was. Hound in the CC is going to rage because he's got a couple defenses on him. Now he's just got the Expo. One whiz under the rage to help really take that hound down quickly, / protect the healers a little bit from those pups. Yeah, so she'll be fine. She's coming under a lot of damage. He's going to pop the ability because he got pretty scared there for a second, which, I mean, she was getting close. Going to step in, and then all he needs from her now is to take out the enemy queen. So poisons her. The last bit of heal or rage is wearing off, but he had just enough to take her down. So he's going to rage her one more time, and she's going to end up getting, I think, all 4 of those wizard towers. So he's going to haste his loons into this first air defense, and this backside sweeper is pointed away, so he's not going to have any sweeper interference. He's going to get his second hound coming in. Great timing on those loons. So yeah, but I mean, obviously not the best base design. I don't know, maybe it was trying to test something out, but definitely made it a little easy on Heterodyne, exploiting the weaknesses, but he does a great job of that. And if you look down there in the troop bar, he's used all his spells. He has 2 loons left that he's saving for cleanup, and his king, which he decides to swag. So another level past swag spells. He's deciding not to bring one of his heroes. Just another level of swag. So now it's just cleanup. Really nice attack by him. Exploiting that base design. I mean, if you saw there were 2 giant bombs, so the double giant bomb was right in front with all 4 wizard towers. It almost seemed like a troll base, but, you know, we'll take what we can get, you know. Okay, so then the next one we're going to look at Bonafide Wrecked, hitting number 16. So for me, I probably would have brought, because I probably could have used it in the kill squad later. When these CCs are offset, there almost always is a golem. So I would have brought 1 goblin, lured the CC, and then brought it, maybe just brought it up here. Put 1 witch on it instead. He didn't have too much trouble with it, but he could have saved a rage spell in that case. You know, while we're on the topic of swag spells and whatnot. If you're trying to swag out, then no, but in seriousness, like, I think it's probably worth it because he could have used a witch with his kill squad later on as well. And, I mean, it would have given him a lot more time. slash been able to rage his queen. But he handles it just fine. So he's going to get the golem on the queen. She's going down a little bit because she has the expo on her. But he's going to be alright. He's pretty lucky that the golem pop was kind of away from her because I think it wasn't directly on her. I don't think she got the full splash damage from it. Or else I think she might have gone down. So his queen is going to target that enemy queen any second now. Right as the last bit of rage comes off. So he's going to have to phase her because she doesn't have any more juice from those raged healers. And then I think he was meaning to have her stay walking around this base, coming here to this barrack next, but she actually decides to go into the base, which helps him out a lot. So Noah was, I think pretty quickly right off the bat, everyone recognized that he was just going to have a Tesla between these gold mines and between these elixir collectors with the double giant bomb between. I mean, I don't know if it was supposed to be kind of secretive, but it seemed pretty obvious to most of us. So that's what it was. It was the case. And so Bona went in expecting that. I don't think he meant to bring his queen in there, like I said, but it worked out really nicely because she's actually going to neutralize one of those instead of him having to sacrifice hogs to one of the double spots. And then the other side, he's going to bring his king with 2 golems. Nice little shattered kill squad. Just take care of this double giant bomb over here. Yeah, so not much is on the queen, and pretty soon, yeah, he's going to start the hogs. Gets a nice surgical deployment, coming in 1 defense at a time, and he's just going to let him come run around the outside while, there's nothing to have them path into those double giant bombs, the Teslas, since they're so far away. And his queen right now is going to step up and take that one out, so it neutralizes the other. So really nice attack by Bona. And you see, he poisons the king, kind of just for insurance, but he could have swagged that heal if he wanted to. Easily took it down. So really nice attack by Bona here. And the next one we're going to look at was BD2 Easy on OneHive Sam. This was a really pretty queen walk by BD2 Easy. So yep, gonna walk his queen. You see Archer Tower right there, Wizard Tower. And this was a cleanup hit. Yeah, it was. And the double giant bomb, just by looking at it, you can tell it's going to be between this Archer Tower and air defense here. So, not many other, really no other spots that are decent. It could be there, but that's so easy to neutralize coming in straight from the queen, so it would be a pretty bad spot if it was. He's just going to walk, and there's a little mini Tesla farm right in front of the town hall here, which is why he decided to walk his queen this way, because otherwise, it doesn't look like a lot of value straight up by the looks of it. But getting those 3 Teslas right in a row, and it's nice when you're walking the queen through because each of them pops individually, so when you break into a compartment like queen charging, and there's like a kind of like cross-shaped or square-shaped Tesla farm, they often multiple 2 or 3 lock onto the queen at once, whereas in this attack he luckily had it happen that he's going to walk into each one separately, so it makes it really easy to take out with the queen. All Archer CC, easy poison spell, poisons the queen and king, lets his Valks just go to work on them, and they just shred through. He's going to jump his Valks in to the double giant bomb area, and he's going to heal those and the king up. So you can see already he's gotten about half this base almost, maybe 40%. His queen's going to veer off and start getting targeted a bit, but his ability heals her back up. Now the hogs are in, and this is pretty much a straightforward hog. His king and Valks are going to take out this double giant bomb spot easily. and he's got nothing to worry about with those hogs. His kill squad is tanking the whole way, and look at that massive hogs just come in. Deploys the last couple on this archer tower, and swags a heal. So a ton of queen walks, as to be expected with current bases. Great attack by BD2Easy. Next we have Furhat going against a fairly well-known person. So looking at it, I mean, pretty obvious double giant bomb spot right here. Expo to air defense. Furhat got a little bit lucky on this base. His hog deployment probably could have been a little bit better, but he's going to walk his queen almost like a kind of Foxy queen, the Town Hall 10 strategy, except that he's going to have healers on her, so walk his queen away from the kill squad. And I believe this was a fresh hit because, yeah, he uses test wall breaker, and then also, I think in a second we'll see the CC. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I thought it was going to be a hound. So he poisons both both CCs. Kind of wasted the poison on this CC, honestly, which might have helped his hogs later on if he had saved that. But just wanted to be safe with his queen so he didn't have to rage early. So he's just going to let his kill squad work through. They get that sweeper down. And I mean, there's a possible double giant bomb spot there between the two, but very unlikely. Rages his king up. I might have saved that, honestly, for the hogs, because coming through, I mean, pretty much all of their bases, and I don't think people picked up on this as soon as we should have, pretty much all of their bases had 1 or 2 wizard towers, Tesla farm, and the king. So just an insane DPS zone. You could call it the kill zone, which is intended to be like so much that hogs, even under heal, will be dying from all that combined DPS. His hogs managed to get through most of it, but then because it's just such a tough spot and he had to heal so early, they're going to falter on this expo. So he's going to have to rely a little bit on his heroes. His king's busting through, but I mean, that's the power right here of queen walking. You're going to have, if you do it right, that queen might be up the whole raid. And I mean, just the amount of damage she's going to do to buildings throughout, and as well as just cleaning up for time's sake. It's just crazy. But he saved a good amount of hogs in the pocket, and then even with the giant bomb there, they're going to be fine. And with the queen and hogs together, they're going to take out the king. No problemo. And got his cleanup boys on the bottom in early, so they're just going to trail around the base. Queen taking out some of the bigger storages, and a little archer helping out. So nice attack. Good adjustment by Furhat. I definitely wish some of us would have realized, some of our nines, to think that wherever the king and wizard tower was, there was going to be an accompanying Tesla farm, because it was nearly on probably half the bases that it was that almost same setup. Okay, so then this one was a pretty interesting hit, and I liked it a lot because you'll see he does not even opt to kill the queen. He just law loons at the same time as his kill squad is going through, which is basically like when people do backside Valk attacks and they funnel in with hogs on the sides. It was pretty much the same concept, except he just did it with law loon. So you had the hounds going in and then loons on the side. And it worked out pretty well for him. So it was a very interesting attack. I liked it a lot. Pretty standard. Jump in, rage his kill squad, poison the CC. 2 easily obtained air defenses right here. And then actually, his queen would have eventually gotten that 3rd air defense on this side. Waits a little long on his king. Should have raged that earlier. But so now he sends in the loons and hounds. Gonna rage through this little mini Tesla farm and Killzone easily handles that side. And so that keeps his kill squad up because they don't have the damage coming in from both sides. His king's able to break through. And you can see this queen hasn't been killed yet, but his kill squad is all in the core now since they had nowhere else to go. Poisons the queen and then going to easily take her out with his queen as she's locked onto the hound. So a really nice attack, kind of comparable to what you would do with a backside go Vaho, where you kind of funnel your kill squad and make them go in that compartment. Yeah. So a really nice attack by Alexosm. And that was just a few of the attacks. We're going to have a full replay on Master Yoda's channel. But I hope you guys like those.